Hi, hello. This is Tutor from UPlus Training. Today, session number is 18 and we will learn all about the reports in Excel, that how we are going to export reports to Excel. So in what is a manner to export the reports to Excel. So by using this exports option, export reports to tally option, what we can do is we can export the tally report from tally to Excel. So basically, the data can be exported from tally to Excel. And here we can export reports to Excel and in tally ERP 9 only. So the exclusive feature of this is version of the tally ERP 9 is you can export only in tally ERP 9. So no other versions you can export. So this is the latest option, latest version in which you can export it. Now let's see the procedure. So first, let us go with the procedure. Select a company, any company which you want to export the report to tally Excel. Select a company and select report, any report. You can write here any report. Then press Alt E. So for that export, you can go for Alt E or directly we can click on export. Then press N. N is for backup, whatever you want to do it. Press N or click on no or press backspace bottom line in order to give the details for your export. So let's see here. So select a company. For example, let's select this company, give the password because we have set the password XYZ tally 123 star, enter, username XYZ and the password is XYZ tally 123 star, enter. Now here you need to select Alt E or export. So directly you can go for Alt E here. Let's go for balance sheet report. Or let's say profit and balance sheet. Then Alt F1, then Alt E in order to report. So here you can see what is the parameters you are going to give. Language. So which language you want to go for. So you need to select default language. Format should be Excel. So language is default, format is Excel, nothing but spreadsheet, and export location to where you want to export this. Output sheet name. So report name, which report sheet name you want to. Excel spreadsheet formatting. You want to express with color or not. Then you have to go for. If you want to go for with color, then you can say yes or no, anything you can. And whatever the other report parameters you want to go for, you can go. See here. Language. So language says default. So by default, you're going to select language as default, all languages. Then format, you want to go in it's a spreadsheet. We can export format in Excel, HTML, JPG, that is image format, PDF also is possible. XML is also possible. First we'll go with Excel, then another remote report will go with PDF. So Excel, then export location, where you want to export location, it is C drive, program files, tally, then tally ERP 9. Then output file name. So what are you giving for output file name? So let's say output file name, we said balance sheet. And here you're going to maintain with your Excel shortcut, that is XLS. Then what is output sheet name? It is balance sheet. Update existing file, yes. Then Excel spreadsheet formatting, yes. With color, yes, you can go for color, yes. If there is any color, open exported file, yes. Then here scale factors, you need to go for default value, show base currency symbol. If you want to show the base currency symbol, yes. Format, so if you want to view it in condensed format, then it will show you only the main headings and their balances. But if you want to get into the detail, like for example, there is a sundry debtor in current assets. If you want to view the list of all the sundry credits, sundry debtors, then we have to go to detailed. Show vertical balance sheet, no. Profit or loss both as liability, no. Show percentage, no. Show working capital figures, no. Method of showing balance sheet, how you want to show. Usually it will be liabilities to liabilities and assets. You can say liabilities to assets. Enter, enter. You can see it's been exporting. Okay, and it is open. So it will ask you balance sheet. The file could be, unless you trust it, sir, don't open it. Do you want to open it? And you go, yes, I want to open it. So can you see it has opened with color here. So what you do, then go to the drive and open Tally ERP and folder, select the Excel file name and open the Excel file. Then that Excel will be opened. So before doing that only, we got the file has opened. So here you can see company complete details and it is balance sheet. This is a company, so we got it with color, right? Then INR Sudha company, so you can see, yeah, you can extend this row like this, you can extend this row like this. So total your balances and it is in INR symbol, we got it. So in this way we can go and export like this. If you want to save it, you save it, otherwise don't save. We have another option, better we'll see whether it got saved there or not. So go to C drive, program files, Tally ERP9, here you can see. So this is the balance sheet which you got saved. So in this way we can view it. Now we have done the same in Excel format. Let us do the same in the PDF format. Suppose we want to get into profit and loss. Okay, then Alt E, backspace, default. Now here I want to go to PDF. PDF have given the file name. So what is the output file name and what is the page size you wanted to go for? So I say A4 size. Then page width is normal given. Whether you want to get the page orientation as in portrait or landscape. So usually we go for portrait. Then open exported file. Yes, whenever it is exported, it need to be opened. Default, show base currency symbol. Yes, I want to show it. Yes, you can go. Then format is detailed format, vertical, no. Percentages, no. If you want to go for percentages also, it will show you. Show with gross profit, yes. Yes, so you can see the same has been opened in PDF. So the same details you can see in PDF format. So details, profit and loss, date, particulars. So it is also showing you in the base currency also in INR as well. We can see it is also showing you the percentage to your profit. So gross profit is how much? and that is 17.91%. Your purchase accounts is 89.24%. Sales account 100% to your total. Okay. So like this, it will show you the, we can have a statement in PDF statement. Now, for example, if you want to go for stock summary, okay, Alt E, default. Now I want to go for image, JPG format, A4, portrait, exported, yes. So detail you can go. Expand all levels in detail format, go for yes. Show all accounts, inclusive empty accounts, no. Then method of information, grouped or item wise. Show quantities. Obviously, when you're seeing quantity stock, we need to see the quantity also. Rates, yes. Values, yes. Opening balance, yes. Show goods inwards, actually no, no. Closing balance should be shown, yes. Gross value for outwards, no. Consumption, no. Tax, yes. So let's see whether it is updated in that format or not. Export, yes. Override, yes. Okay, output file name, we will give stock dot jpeg. C program files, tally ERP9. Here you can see in stock summary in JPG format. Can I see? Here. So your opening balance, your quantity, closing balance. So this is in your JPG format. Okay. Another we have done stock. So you can see that also. Yeah. You can see this is an image format. So it is shown you in the image format. Okay. So like this, we are going to export the data from Tally software to another applications, like it can be your PDF, Excel, anything we can go for. So here you can write not only PDF, it can be to Excel, PDF, JPG, HTML, right, etc. So it can be for all. Okay. See. Now the next topic what we will learn is year ending process. So what is the year end processing? So basically every year end for a financial accountant, whoever is working in any software kind of or whether manually working also, we will have to go with year ending process, right? So what is year ending process? Let's see. So what we can do is by using this option, we can transfer the last financial year closing balances to the new financial year. So usually if you do this step, what happens is automatically whatever is the last year financial year report, financial year balance, that will be posted as present year opening balance, current year opening balance. So that thing can be done using this year end posting activities. Okay. Now let's see. Year end processing. So by using this option, we can transfer the last financial year closing balances to the new financial year opening balance. And also, we need not create any new company. So basically, again, in the next financial year, we need not create again a new company or GL masters. The old GL masters only will be carried forward. That means the old masters will be transferred to the new financial year. So for that, what we have to do is we need to select the company to which company you wanted to apply the year-end processing. So for example, you want so and so companies to forward to the next year-end processing, because that will be, it is in on the going concern concept. That means old masters will be transferred to the new financial year company. Select the company, apply year-end processing, select the company, then press Alt F3. So when you press Alt F3, you can select split company code data, right? Now see. For example, Now let's see where let us get into gateway of Tally. Then select the company. For whichever company you wanted to do that process, select the company. For example, I want to go for example, I want to go for Kittu company, right? So when you want to go for that company, Alt F3, then select split company code data. So here you're going to go for split company code data or company data. Enter. Select the company which you wanted to go for. So I said it's a Kittu company. Now split from. So from when you want to, the new financial year date, then press enter 3 times. So from when you want to. So let's say this is the financial year. It says that this date will become the financial year beginning for the new company value 2nd April to April. Recommended is funds. So let's say this is the first date. Then these new companies will be created and opened. First company is this much and second company is this. This details will be giving you. Then press escape button 1 time. So for example, here you're going to press 3 times. Okay. After pressing 3 times, then press escape button. Then click the masters. So you're going to go for masters. Okay, so it will be given information like this. Now you will be clicking on masters. So March 22. It is asking you password. So XYZ tally 123. So it's wrong password. XYZ tally 123 star. So in this way, the data will be splitted. Verify company data, enter. So here it will tell you. So what is that? The split verification report indicates possible errors that may occur during company split process. Yes. So now vouchers entered. Now it is going to enter your vouchers and masters. Right? So in this way, it will be splitted. Now you go and check the reports of that company. It will tell you. Suppose balance sheet. So you can see Sudha company 1st April from 1st April 2021, and it is first as at September 1st. This will be the balance. Okay. Then your Sudha company from 1st April to September, assets would be this balances. So opening balances, it will show you like this. Suppose you want to check it from April to April, then it will show you like this. April, as on April, it is this balance. Like this, it will show you. Splitted reports. Okay. Next, what is a shortcuts to create the stock? So next is all about shortcut for creation of stocks. So by using this option, we can create stock groups in the shortcuts. So we can create the stock group, units of measure and stock items at one screen, nothing but at one shot only. Earlier what you used to do, you have to you will get into gateway of Tally, then create first stock group, create single create, then again after creating that units of measure, create stock items, create. But with this shortcut, what you can do is you can create it in a all in at a time. So for that, for example, let us take a HP laptops, create your company, then go to gateway of Tally, inventory info, stock items, hit enter. So enter the stock item under sales salary, then press Alt C to create the stock group. So we used to do like this, right? So this way we have done the stock creations. So no need of getting into backwards. So there itself you're going to create it all C. Okay. Okay. Now let's see. Inventory info, stock groups create. For example, you're creating, let's say, Samsung laptops. Yes, yes. Now here itself you can go for all C. For example, you can see after primary, let's say Sansui, after primary, hit all C. Like this, you can create stock group. Like that, you're writing something here and creating all C. So like this, you're going to create. Then all C. So in this way, you can create the stock group, stock items, and units of measure at one shot. Now let's talk about zero valued entries. So let us see what exactly this means, zero valued entries. So what do you mean by zero valued entries? So by this option, what we can do is we can post, we can post we can post or enter, whatever it is, we can post or enter the free of cost stock in accounting vouchers without rate. So basically what is this for is zero rated entries. So zero rated goods. So whatever zero rated goods we do have. So how are you going to enter that zero rated goods? Here we are going to specify. So basically it says that you can enter in accounting vouchers without rate itself. So what you have to do for that is you have to zero valued entries itself means there is no stock or there is no value for that stock or goods quantity is entered in account books, but the stock goods is zero, nothing but stock amount is not maintained, while the stock or goods while the stock or goods are delivered to the, so basically when you are delivering these goods or stock to the customers or receiving from the vendors suppliers at free of cost, these zero valued entries are used. Free goods, you can say. So these valued are entered in accounting vouchers in this manner. So let's see what is the process we are going to follow for that. So open the company, accounting features, configure F11. In other features, you'll find zero valued entries, whether you want to allow it or not. Then post the accounting vouchers without the rate for the free of cost. For example, purchased 10 Cellotech pens, so whatever it is. So let's say purchase 10 Technotip pens by rupees 10 for cash and get 10 Cello Technotips for refills free. So you're purchasing it for cash and also you're getting it for free the refill. So how are you going to enter? So this is the process you're going to follow. Right? Now let's see the process. So first you're going to open the company. For example, let us open the company Alt F3 and let's select company. So we want to go for trade company. Now F12 configuration, you're going to hit general and in that others. Inventory. Accounting features. So here you can see in other features you can find last. So it is saying you allow zero valued entries. Yes. So you're going to make it yes. Right? Then what you're doing is then post accounting vouchers without rate for free of cost. For example, let's say accounting vouchers. So let's say purchased, right? So what are you doing? Purchase 10 techno tips. So purchase. So in purchases as in voucher mode. So what are we going to purchase now? 10 Techno-Tip pens at rupees 10 for cash. So it is cash. How many? Rupees 10, right? Then for cash 10, get 10 for free. Purchases like this, you're going to post it. Then you want to select company accounting features, zero valued yes, and say create the stock. That is purchase voucher, F9. So party account 9. So in this way, you have to go into do. So name of the name of the item, Cello Techno-Tip pens, 1, 10, numbers 10, 100. Then again 0, 1, yes. Again then refill 0. So it will show you as 0. So in this way, we can also post the goods in that 0 rated goods also can be posted. Now, okay. So let's learn about budgets. So what exactly do you mean by budgets? Here, budget is nothing but estimating future plans. As we know in our general sense also, budget is nothing but you are estimating your balances or you are estimating your expenses. You are estimating your future plans based on the present scenario. So let's say we have a business and we maintain the business things, a few entries, then accordingly the budgets for this particular year is this much. So we have also given, we have been also given a budgets for this. So purchases from 1st April to this date is 5 lakh and sale is this lakh. But here you can see from 1/4 some details have been given. So based on that we will do the budgets. Solution for this is once you create a company, then select accounting features. In budgets and scenario management, we have a concept called maintain. Maintain budgets and controls. So here you have to activate this control parameter, that is yes. And also you need to say use reversing journals and optional vouchers. Yes. Then create ledgers accordingly. Then also we need to create a budget in this manner. So let's do that practically. First, let us create a company. The name called budget. Budget company. Give the complete details of the budget. State, pin code, contact details, book starting from. So password, if you want to set, you can set, otherwise we can leave it off. I'm not setting the password. Enter, save, enter. Okay. Now here we will go for F11, accounting features, budget company. Now here you can see in budget features, budget and scenario management, maintain budgets and controls. Yes. Like that, use reversing journals and optional vouchers. Yes. Yes. Now, let's start creating the ledgers. Accounts info ledgers create. So here we can see Rushita business started with 10 lakhs, right? So she started a business. So Ruchita is a capital. Then she purchased goods for cash. So nothing but purchases under group purchases. And then she also sold goods for cash. Sales. Then she paid salary. So salary is your indirect expense. She also received commission. It's an indirect income. Yes. So she paid some transport charges also. Okay. So after ledger creation, then you need to create a budget. So once you create budget, it will be applicable. So gateway of tally, accounts info, you have budgets create. Now here in the budget creation, first you are creating budget relating to your purchase. Then, so primary, here it would be period of budget. As we got period of budget, let us assume period of budget to then group set alter budget. Group should be no and ledger should be yes. So it have to be maintained ledger. So if you want to go for other ledger, then you can create. Now ledger budgets under purchases. So from the starting date to 37th July, what are the ledgers? So purchases and type of budget should be on closing balance and the amount is 5 lakhs. Cost center not is there. On closing balance it should be. And what is the amount given? It is 5 lakhs. So you're creating on budget on this amount. Then enter, enter, save. Like that we'll create sales budget also. Sales budget. Then here from again it would be 014 April 21 to same 31st July 2021. Group should be no, ledgers yes, and even that is also closing balance. So sales on closing balance and the amount of closing balance is 8 lakhs. Save. So we have successfully created the budget for purchase and sales. Now let us post the entries for accounting vouchers. So we can see the budget things. Accounting vouchers. Now here First is started business, right? So it is a receipt. Cash to capital. How much she started business with? 10 lakhs. Save the data. Then she also purchased goods for cash. So she purchased goods for cash. Cash to purchases. So it is a purchases, right? Let us make it in voucher mode. One, cash. How much she purchased? 1 lakh. Purchases. Cost category not applicable. So cost category, let's create it here. Okay, 1 lakh. Save. Next, she also purchased goods for cash on 1/5, that is 80,000. Purchases, say we can see the quantity is being updated, right? Then she also purchased goods for cash of 1,50,000. And the purchases is this much, 1,50,000. Then she also purchased for 1 lakh another goods. Then she sold the goods. So even the sales have been done. So sales entry, it should be in a voucher mode. So she sold some goods, cash sales, and the amount is 3 lakhs. Then she sold another goods for 2 lakhs. Then another 1 lakh. Then paid salary. She also did some payments. So payment entry, cash, salary. How much did she pay? 30,000. Then she also received some commission. So commission, it is a receipt in the form of cash. She received a commission amount of 10,000. So this is the way we have posted accounting vouchers to the following budget. So basically it all depends on your dates. Okay. So in this way we learned how to create it, how to post entries and how to create ledgers based on the budgets. Thank you.